to come and recap, the things that we talked about, the things on how to be successful in the new year. But before I do it, like everything's just been so crazy, and I just need my mind to just settle. You know what I'm saying? Like just settle in. So I'm just going to say a real quick prayer, real quick. So let us pray. Lord, I just thank you for today, God, and I thank you for this weekend, God. I thank you for our protection and our safety, Lord, and Lord, I just thank you for the fun that we had, God, and Lord, I thank you for the weather. Even though it was ice, we still had a good time, and I thank you for the people that were able to spend some time with their family this weekend, Lord, that they need to catch up on some family time. And God, I just ask that you just give me something to share with somebody, to encourage them, to help them on their journey, to help them with their business, to help their family, and to help them to help others, God. Just give me the words that you want me to say and help me to summarize this the best that I can. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. Well, first of all, I know that we have well over 30 people that were supposed to be there, and so I'm really sorry you couldn't make it. I love you guys, and it would have been even more fun with all of you there. But I did want to talk about the theme for 2017, and Super Saturday was to inspire. The convention is going to be for Believe, and that's going to be at the end of May. We're going to have registration starting at noon tomorrow, and people will sell out for this. Plexus has grown so fast. They schedule events out for 3 years, and just for the one that was going to be coming up next year, they had only scheduled 7,000 people. Last year, we sold 11,000 tickets to convention, and they had to do a cutoff really early. So just know that we have grown so fast in Plexus that we outgrew what they projected for 3 years down the road. That's how fast this company is moving and making its mark. So I just want you to know that one, that's encouraging. Why? Because we're in the perfect storm, right? We're here when the company is debt-free. We're here when people are just starting to find out about it. You may feel like it's saturated in your area, but let me tell you, honey, it's not even close. When you think about those 11 people with Plexus Lexus at that school with 600 kids, and we only have 1 in our whole county and 15 in the whole state, we have a lot of room here. So it's kind of just like the perfect storm as far as the company's doing well. We're in it at the perfect time for really to have some profitable growth and to do some life-changing things in our family. And so the convention is exciting. And if you had doubted whether you're going to go or not, if you really are serious about this business, serious, let me just tell you a short little story. I joined in March. In May, they had convention of that year. I hopped on a plane by myself, flew to Arizona, got in an Uber, went to the hotel, knew one girl's name. Her name was Angie Zumwalt. She's actually a diamond. Didn't know her at the time. Julia had set me in a room with 2 girls. I didn't even know their name. I went to convention for 5 days. I left my family because I had this gut feeling that something good was going to happen with this, and it did. I'm so grateful that I went because why? I could see the bigger picture. I surrounded myself with like-minded people, and I could see the potential. And so on my tough days when I didn't get a customer or I didn't get an ambassador or somebody's team was growing faster than mine, I kept my blinders on and I went to the top. So it truly makes a difference when you attend events like that because it shows, it builds your belief, it builds you as a leader, and it builds you as a business builder to help you to see what to do and how to be effective. So I want to encourage you to really pray about signing up for that. And if you're like, oh, I'm never going to Las Vegas. I went to Las Vegas, didn't put 1 penny in a slot, and walked by it 5 times a day. So just know, even though they say it's Sin City or whatever, you don't even have to see anything. It's just really a conference room. You just go to your hotel and conference room. You don't really have to do stuff out in the city. So for some people that may be like, oh no, it really wasn't that bad. And we travel kind of as a group in the hotel. So I will be going back, obviously. I'm very excited. Also, there was something else. Leaders Retreat is probably going to be Empower. So the themes for this year is Inspire, Believe, and Empower. And those are really 3 strong words. But as women, as men, as business builders, those are really strong words for what we need to hear. And they talked about, the support system. And let me tell you, we are coming into this where we don't have to do the ground floor and the breaking floor of how to be successful. We don't have to do all these come up with these trainings. We just learn from them. You know, when a lot of our Diamonds Over Us started, they didn't have this stuff. They didn't have these documents. They didn't have this back office access. They didn't have all of these trainings. The only way that people are not successful in Plexus now are the people that are, one, you're just not going to do it. You don't see the vision. You're kind of like, I'm not saying you're lazy. You just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You just not want to put the time into it. And you're not willing to go and watch a video for 2 or 3 minutes and learn how to be successful. Those are the people that are not being successful. However, the people like you guys that are on the calls taking time out of your Saturday night because you want to hear something that you missed today, you are the people that will be successful. Because why? You're already sacrificing. You're sacrificing your time right now to hear this information. Now, what I'm going to tell you is probably, if you've already been on a call, not just life-changing. Because let me tell you, remember the things to be successful in this business, they never change, because that's all you have to do to be successful. But let me share some tips and ideas of things that maybe they shared that you might not have thought. Or maybe you're trying too hard and getting discouraged in working your business when you just need to give it some time. Because let's face it, anything that you start new, you're not really sure about, right? Anything that you try to go all in, if you just go a little bit in and not all in, that's going to be difficult for you to be truly successful. So if you want to just cover your products, that's a different level. If you want to make a few hundred, that's a middle level. But if you want to make thousands a month, you need to go in the way that they're showing us here to make thousands a month. Because let me tell you this right now, Plexus is going to grow with or without you this year. They're going to be successful with or without you. They're going to get your friends and your family on these products with or without you. So it's your choice whether you want to join us and do it or just say, okay, I'm going to pass on this opportunity. And no big deal either way, but you've got to decide what you want to do, because now is the time of urgency. If you've just been playing or dabbling in it before, now is the time to get serious. Because why? Your opportunity is going to pass you by. Somebody else is going to get your people, somebody else is going to get your friends, and somebody else is going to make your money. And it's going to happen whether you're going to do it or not. And that's the honest truth. And that's just the way that we look at it now. Because, before I'm like, oh, just try this. But no, you know why? New Year's resolutions. Everybody wants what? Health and financing. Health, right? Yeah. Income tax return. That's coming back. Bathing suit season. This is the biggest time in the next 6 months for Plexus. And if you wait, too late. So I want you to listen to some of these things and see if you can do this and see if you really want to be committed to this. And if not, that's okay too, because somebody else will come behind you and do it. So it's okay if you want to pass. It's not a big deal. Nobody's mad at you. You don't have to do this. We wake up every day and I get to do Plexus. It's not something that I have to do. I get to do it. And that's exciting to me. And I want it to be exciting for you. But let me show you how to help keep you with that and the belief. They did like a rank up roadmap, and you're going to get like information every time you rank up. So like they talked about silver, building people's beliefs, all the Plexus perks. They talked about a welcome video for Jen Hawkins. And then they talked about the things that you need to do and on the roadmap. And it talked about building your vision and really seeing, build your vision. Why are you doing this? What are your goals? Why are you build your belief and create your vision? We say this all the time, but do you have your true why? Do you know why you're doing this? And every time that you go to bed at night and you didn't work your Plexus business that day, does it bother you that you didn't? And if it doesn't bother you that you didn't do your Plexus business that day, you don't have a good enough why, if that makes sense. I can't lay down at night now and not work my Plexus business because I'm thinking, I know why I'm doing this. I see the big picture. I need to put money back for my kids for college. I want for us to be debt free. I know why Leslie needs this business to work for her, and I need to make sure I'm helping to make that happen for her. I know why Tamara needs this to work for her. I need to make that happen for her. I need to do all I can to pour into her. I can't go to sleep without doing it. It's that important to me. But is it that important to you? So you've got to decide, is your why emotional? It should be emotionally fuel you emotionally. Get to the reasons, X, Y, Z. Write them down. It may be too personal to really, really share, but you need to know why you are doing this. It could be financial. It could be to bring your husband home, but it's got to be something that you deeply want to do and it keeps you going. Identify your goals. Okay, now I talk about goals all the time, but I don't see a lot of people really writing them down. And let me tell you what, when you are wishing, oh, I wish to be emerald, I hope to be emerald, that is great. But when you're not putting down goals and you're not putting action on how to reach those goals, you're just making a wish. There is a huge difference between a goal and action steps to complete that and a wish. That's two totally different things right there. So what you've got to do is to put your dreams into writing. Your goals need to be SMART. They need to be specific. Say what you want. I want a debt-free house. I want money back for my kids for college. I want whatever it is you want. Make it action-oriented. Okay, how are you going to do that? Are you going to message 5 people a day? Are you going to message 10? Are you going to message 20? What are you going to do? I don't care what anybody else does but you. You don't care what anybody else does but you. You shouldn't even care what I recommend. You should be worried about what you're doing and what's done on your paper. Okay? Realistic. Let's be realistic. Why? If you set unrealistic goals and they're like, hey, I want to be diamond next month. Okay, you just signed up and you're not silver yet, so I don't know how you're going to make it to diamond, next month. So that's not realistic. And what? You're going to get discouraged because you didn't make it there, right? So let's be realistic with our expectations. In Plexus, you can probably rank up every other month. Now, 2 months in a row, I ranked back to back. But you can rank up about every other month. Why? Because when you're adding people and they join with a welcome pack, you're setting yourself up for the next month to get points off of that. So when you sign up and you sign them up, right then they don't start putting your points towards your team to build and grow your team towards your bonuses. When they order the next month, they do. So you are setting yourself up to rank up every other month depending on how many people you add, if that makes sense. So everything that your work now you're doing, you're going to benefit from the next month. Not that you're not making money because you're making money off of that welcome pack, but for you to rank up in the business building, then you're setting yourself up a month in advance, if that makes sense. They need to be time specific. I had a goal. I wanted to be Sapphire by December. Did that happen? No. That's okay. That's okay. I reset my goal. I want to be Sapphire by July now. When you have a goal, put you a timeline. Make you, okay, if I need to add 30 people to my team, let me break that down, okay? I need to add at least 7 people a week to my team to meet that goal and try to go weekly. I want, whatever it is, and it may be a personal goal. 3 people. I'm not talking about your team, you adding 7. I'm talking about everybody under you adding 7. But you, say you want to add 3 people that month. Okay, put it down. Each week, I want to add 1 new wholesale person. Each week, I want to add 1 new customer. This is all stuff we've already trained on. We know this. But are you doing it, or are you hearing it and letting it go in one ear and out the other? Because I'm going to tell you, I hear a lot of stuff, and it takes a lot to get in my head for me to start doing the things they're telling me to do. But you know what I realized? Why am I not a diamond? Because I'm not applying the things they're telling me to do. That is the difference. I'm not applying it. I'm hearing it. I know it. I can tell you it. But I'm not applying some of this specific action, realistic, time-specific goals that I'm knowing to tell you, and I'm not doing it either. And what am I doing? I'm spinning my wheels. So we've got to stop that in the new year. If we want to go to the top, we've got to start doing what these people are telling us to that are already at the top because they know. Build belief in the industry, in the company, in yourself. Do you have belief? Because if you're saying, I just don't want to bother people, I'm not a good salesman, you don't have the belief that you need. If you're trying to still sell this stuff, you're doing it wrong. I'm going to tell you that right now. You need to be sharing. You need to take time out. This is nobody's business but yours. Whatever you put into it, you're going to get out of it, okay? So you need to go. Everything's given to you on Lindsay's team page, on Julia's team page, on my team page. All you have to do is be willing to scroll back through there at the end of the day, see what's on there. Go to the little search engine, click, product videos or slim videos. Go to YouTube, click Plexus Slim videos. They'll pop up. You can learn about it in 3 minutes. That's your training for the day. Next day, pop in Plexus Probiotic. Learn about it, read about it, 3 minutes. That's your training for the day. You do not have to learn everything. You can earn money as you go and as you learn, because there's not going to be a point that you know everything about every product. You will continually learn in this business. I still don't know everything, but that doesn't mean that I haven't shared. You know what I'm saying? You know that other people have had effects that they've done well. So make sure that you are building your belief by listening, by getting on trainings like this. This is so important for you to stay plugged in with like-minded people, to hear the success, to be able to see that I can do this. Every one of us on this page, at some point, you have thought, can I really do this? Can I do this? I thought it. And I even asked my husband, do you really think I can do this? Think I can go all the way with this? I just don't know. Some days I doubt my own self, and that is the devil telling me I can't do this, that I'm not good enough, that I can't be successful. And I ask him to flee in Jesus' name, because I can. My God is bigger, and he can do things, and he can help other people. And he tells me that I am good enough, and that it's not Holly doing it, that he's going to do it for me and through me if I'm willing to do the work to get it done. And so you need to build the belief in yourself, in your company, and in this industry. Network marketing is amazing. When I went to school, I was taught, I go to find a job. I work when I'm in high school, right? I get a job. But then I go to college. I graduate from college. I find a steady job that I can stay at till I retire, and that's how you do it. That is good. But when I retired from teaching, I probably wouldn't have even made $2,000 once I had to pay for insurance and everything after 25 years of teaching, right? The income is insane due to the way that we are on social media, the way that the multi-level marketing industry is out there, the way that other things are able to come about. There are other ways that we can make a significant amount of money, an uncapped amount of money, and provide for our families, still being at home with our children, with our grandchildren, helping to bring our husbands home. There are ways in today's age that you don't have to necessarily go to that 8 to 5 job and everything. Now, am I saying don't go get a degree? No, I have 2. Of course I love my degrees. I'm still paying them a bit long.
Because if you'll be quiet, I can do it. I have this here.
That was somebody that got off. That's okay. Okay, so what it is you just believe. Just believe. You can do it, but you've got to believe. All right. This is talking about different ways you can talk to someone to join you. One way you can talk to someone to join you when maybe you yourself are overweight. I need help losing weight. I would love it if you join me and help hold me accountable. These are all examples of different things that people use, because some people are like, well, I'm overweight. How can I help people to lose weight? Well, that doesn't matter. Health and wellness is about getting healthy. I don't care if you weigh 500 pounds. This is health and wellness products. It doesn't matter what you weigh. It doesn't matter. You've got to get that image of yourself out, because you can help people. I don't care if you need to gain 15 pounds and you look anorexic and people think you're anorexic. Who cares? You quit that. You get your mindset right. I don't care if you're like, oh, well, I'm not the healthiest eater. Sometimes I like Coke and a brownie. Well, me too. I had both this weekend at the Plexus thing. I didn't overindulge and I took my block, but I still like the bite of it. So you don't be so hard on yourself and so down and out on yourself. You don't have to be the perfect person to sell health and wellness products. What we're doing here is we're just trying to help people with a natural supplement to feel better and to help people's health. And if they lose weight, if they're getting healthy, then that's awesome too. So don't be so hard on yourself. Belief does not come from success. Let me tell you where success comes from belief. From belief in yourself. If you're saying right now, I can't do this, I'm never even going to hit silver, there's no way I'm going to hit gold, by golly, I would never make it to diamond. You're right. You won't. You won't. You're saying that to yourself, you will not. Until you change your mindset, you will not. You will not hit it. So you've got to realize and to change your mindset. Maybe you need that book, what to say when you're talking to yourself or whatever. I got it downstairs. I haven't read it yet. I'll let y'all see that. I've just jacked that crap up right there. I don't even know the book's name. Lord have mercy. I don't know. I'll get it back to you. Okay, so this was talking about a thing that was talking about sharing and don't sell. And this was talking about build your business your way. Okay, you're not supposed to be working this for 40 hours a day. If you're working this for 40 hours a day and you're spinning your wheels and you're not going anywhere, stop it. You need to be doing this 10 to 15 hours a week if you're really trying to go diamond. That's it, okay? So that's like, what, an hour and a half a day? If you do it 5 days a week, that's 2 hours a day, whatever. Let me show you how you can work it in 15 increments, okay? 15-minute increments even. But the problem is we are all hearing this, and we know it, but we're not doing it. We are not doing it. We can get on a training call. We can learn how to do it, but we are not doing it. Why? I know, because I'm guilty of it. And I can't be the only one on this call that's guilty of not doing it for an hour a day. I can't be, because we know that this can prove success. When I listened to that call from Bridget Ryan, I knew that I was not doing it right. That girl, she went to, I mean, like in a year to diamond. But what did she do? She did her income producing activities. She reached out to people before she helped her team. She did this every day, and I have not done it every day for the last 21 months and put my time in like I should. And I know that that's why I'm not diamond. So here's some things that we can use to help, okay? We can help in 30 minutes a day. Listen to something positive. Affirmations. Speak affirmations to yourself. I can do this. I am good enough. If you're scared to get out of the car, Amber used the thing where she looks in the mirror and tells herself, people do like me. I am good enough. People want to meet me. I can do this. And she gets out and she starts meeting people. Why? Because she was shy. She was scared of people. But she changed it to be the positive. If you're thinking and you send me a message and you're like, oh my gosh, nobody wants to do Plexus. Nobody, everybody, they're done. They don't want it. Nobody's saying yes. Okay, how many people have told you no? Two, and that's everybody in the whole U.S.? 2 people? That is everybody in the whole U.S. Come on. No, you just go and find more people that will say yes. The only reason people are jewels is because they've asked more people. They've been told no more times. You've just got to get thick enough skin to know that no is not being ugly, or no is not being personal to you. This is not personal, so don't take a no as personal to you. This is not about you. Once you can remove yourself from the situation, it's not about you. Also, hold on, I hear people. Let me mute. Your daily method of operation. Stay positive when you chat with other ambassadors too. So, like, you need a 30-second elevator speech is what they were talking about. So you need to be able to say, you know, what do? You can say, you know, I am a stay-at-home mom that work with other mothers who want to stay at home in order to still bring income into their family and help other people feel better. Like something like that. And you don't, you know, you can say, and proudly say, when people ask you what you do, I'm a Plexus ambassador. You can say, I'm a nurse and I'm a Plexus ambassador. You know, don't be afraid of it. Don't be scared of it, because it's not something to be ashamed of. Just because, you know, you have a product to offer somebody, it's not like, you know, negative. It's a good thing. You're trying to help people. The only thing, if you think it's negative, you're putting it in your head that it's negative, because it's not a negative thing. Do you think that it's bad of me that I have one friend off of 13 different medications and feeling better? Do you think that's bad of me? I don't. Do you think it's bad of me that my friend on here is off a $250 Crohn medication? I don't. I'm proud of that. Do you think it's bad of me that I have 28 family members that have lost weight, off of medication, or feeling better? I don't. I'm proud of that. So you've just got to be able to willing to put yourself out there and learn about this stuff and learn to be bold that you do have something to share with people. It is natural and it is changing people's lives and helping people. And you've got to come to grips with that and be bold enough to share that with people. There's some examples of elevator speeches or what to say to people in public that's really fast. Just don't throw Plexus up all over them. Just give them enough to be interested. This was an example. I'm a stay-at-home mom who works with other women who want to work from home in order to put their families first and have an opportunity to earn additional income. That's kind of what I said before. I work with people who want to be healthier and happier and live life to the fullest. It also talked about being active on social media, and we all already know this, right? Post a couple of Plexus posts a day. Post a couple of personal posts a day. Post some surveys, opportunities to get other people's opinion. Kind of be really active on social media, but don't just build your business on social media. We already know that kind of stuff. There is a new PDF with a compensation plan updated on it. Print that baby off. Highlight how you make money. Learn how you make money. If you're going to make a business of this, then learn the business parts. Don't just dabble a little. Get organized. Learn how to do it, and then do it effective and efficient. There's some new triplex shareables in the back office. Of course, we want to be careful with compliance due to FTC for advertising and FDA for dietary supplements. We just can't say it cures or anything like that because it doesn't. And the only reason that we're being recognized is because we are freaking killing it, guys. We are noticed now because we are a multi-million-dollar company that other people are seeing success from, and we are on the radar, and we are being watched. And it's not compliance to hurt us or not make us sell. It's compliance to make us be around for 100 years. It's compliance to make us continue, this business to be successful and to be here for the long term, for a legacy for our family. So just make sure we're learning, to post correctly and accurately. We would never want to mislead someone or lie to someone or say something that we shouldn't. So make sure we're being really good about having integrity about this. And if you want the weight loss stuff, great. Go share all those shareables that already have the before and afters on it. Don't create your own. Go use the ones they made for us because that is compliant and we know that they are. We just want to do things the right way and the ethical way and the fair way because that's the kind of company we are and that's the kind of ambassadors we want to attract. We can't say things like ProBio 5 treats IBS, but we can say ProBio 5 helps to reduce bloating and discomfort. And we have to just use the FDA disclosure to claim stuff, just so it's legit, and we want to do things the right way. Everything must be truthful, not misleading, and substantiated. So when we share Plexus, what we want to do is we want to become a storyteller. Products are great, and information is great, it's informative, but stories sell. You need to know your why story. Why are you doing it? A quick your why to tell people. You need your quick why the products. Why for me? Because I wanted to stay at home with my baby. Because I wanted to feel better and have more energy. But be more detailed. Tell a story. Your opportunity story. Hey, I quit 2 jobs. I'm staying at home. I got to go to Hawaii this year, and I have a Lexus in the garage. That's huge. That's life-changing. The product story, I'm off my anxiety medication. Now, I can't really post anxiety medication off my anxiety medication on social media, but I can tell people about it because it's the truth. It happened for me. Know your why story, your product story, and the opportunity story for you and for them. There's a video by Kendra Hall that's going to be amazing, and it talks about telling stories and relatable. And, I will never forget wanting so hard to stay at home with my baby. And I will never forget August the 15th of this year and driving up in my car and being able to put him in my car and take him home and feed him lunch and put him down for a nap. I could not even take my sunglasses off because I cried so hard because I was so thankful. And I will never forget that. And so if you have a desire in your heart, but you think you're never going to get to do it, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You think you don't deserve it? Yes, you do. Pray about it to the Lord. Ask Him to help you. You can do these things. You're holding your own self back, and that's not fair. Okay, it talked about exercising healthy business practices. What you do is, this is the most important thing. If you've tuned me out and you don't hear anything else, this is what you have to do. If you want to be a diamond, this is what you have to do, okay? You need to exercise healthy business practices. You've got to create yourself a daily routine. Everybody functions better under a daily routine, right? Okay, so we need our daily goals, our weekly goals. For instance, three things. Today, I want to accomplish in my goals. I want to, at home, I want to unload the dishwasher and load it back. I want to fold my laundry, and I need to clean up the toy closet. I'm going to get that done that day. 3 goals with my business. I am going to make sure that I message 10 people today because I really need to do that. I need to reach out to my runners, and I'm going to follow up with 5 because I haven't followed up with them in 2 weeks. Okay? 3 things and 3 things. Get you some daily goals for that day, and you check them off. You're going to be more productive. Let me tell you something. What does your day look like? You're probably thinking, I can't do this business. I work a full-time job. I have no sympathy for that because I worked too. I got home sometimes at 8 and 8:30. Sometimes I would coach 15 hours of private lessons after school during the week. Then I would coach 2 4-hour classes. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18. So that was all day at school plus another 19 hours during the week, Monday through Friday. I still had time for my Plexus business. You're making excuses if you're saying you do not have time. That is your biggest excuse, because that's fine. If you don't have time, then make that excuse. But don't be upset when your business doesn't grow, and don't be upset when you feel defeated. You are using an excuse. You're using a crutch. Whatever it is, it's an excuse. So just know that. I don't say it to be ugly. I'm saying it because I know the ones that want it, and some of you are using excuses, and you know you are. So stop. Stop right now, because your opportunity is going to pass you by. What you need to do is set you an office hour. Okay, if all you've got is an hour a day, break it up into 15-minute increments. But don't go to bed until you do your office hour. So, what does it look like? You got to set that block off of time. You know we got to organize the beginning of the month. 15 minutes. Reach out to new people. Just do it. Block off 15 minutes. And I don't want you to use that as scrolling through Facebook. That's why you need your 100 list. You already need to know who you're gonna message, who those 5, 10, 15, 20, however many you choose. I would minimum do 5, but if you're going diamond pace, I would up it. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I want you to at least do it daily, because you need to get it in daily. If you need to do 5, do 5. 15 minutes, reach out to people. Now, 15 minutes for 5 people, guys, I can do 5 people in about 2.5 minutes. So that is plenty of time, okay? You know what I'm saying? So, new people, right there. Reach out to them. You can do voice messages. Pick up the phone if you have their number. Quit hiding behind Facebook. This is not a Facebook marketing. This is not Facebook marketing. This is not Facebook marketing. This is not Facebook marketing. You know how many times I've said that? Some of you are using Facebook as your crutch for your business, and it's not going anywhere, is it? Some of you have never picked up the phone and talked to somebody, nor have you talked to somebody. You've only typed it. And you are sitting here at the same spot, spinning your wheels, wondering what's wrong. You're not doing the work or what people tell you to do. And it's not going to change for you until you step out of your comfort zone. So you need to work with me or your upline or somebody to help you to get comfortable with that. It's not meant to be comfortable. The most thing that everybody does not like to do is to cold message people or talk to people for the first time, or reach out to people and follow up with them. But let me tell you what, you can't be successful unless you do it in this business. You cannot go to the top and make thousands of dollars unless you do it. And so the people on this call want to make thousands of dollars, right? Everybody over me makes over $20,000 a month. Yes, I said $20,000 a month. They're at the top of the company. So we're not talking about, you can't type on some Facebook and make $20,000 a month. You're going to do something more. And let's be real, and let's get some real goals. I mean, come on. If you want to get your products paid for, sure, we can do that all day, every day. But let's be realistic here. Going back to realistic goals, you know I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, yeah, you just message a few people, you make all this money. That's not how it works. You've got to do something different than a Facebook message. So the next 15 minutes is going to be follow-up. 80% of people will buy a product from you on the 5th to 12th contact. Nobody's probably going to join you your first contact. If you message 10 people all week, you know the biggest thing I see is, well, nobody really wants to join my team. I reached out to a few people. Well, how many is a few? Well, I reached out to 10, but nobody was really interested. Really? Because if you're reaching out to 5, at least a day, that's 25 a week. And your odds are really not that good with 10. So this is a numbers game. It really is. It's a numbers game. The more you reach out to, the more. Because what? You're not just looking for customers. You're finding business partners, correct? You have something that can change people's lives financially. You need to find the business partners. So if you're not reaching out to people for the business side, then you're struggling because you're not growing, and you can't go to the top only on adding people that just want the products. You've got to find you some business partners. Okay, so the next 15 minutes, a training, okay? And you may need to put on there, you know, any kind of training for yourself, but you notice all of that was for you. I haven't enlisted one person in your downline. The last 15 minutes, you follow up with people under you that are working the business and want to do the business. You have to come in, because a lot of people will make the mistake. You will pick up the phone, you'll start working it, and you will never work your own business. You have got to continue to grow your level ones. If you are stagnant in your business, the answer is always to add more level ones. Always. A way that you can get people communicating is, you know, on Facebook by talking to them, or to see your post more, because only 7% even see your post on Facebook. 7% of your friends. That's not many. That's why we say we need to post and tell people happy birthday. You know, send them a message, a private message, and maybe post on their wall. You know, create a relationship. You know, and you need to avoid the emotional roller coaster. When you see somebody like Caitlin adding a bunch of people, she's blown it up this week, right? She's added like 4 people, and it's the 7th or something. And some of you are like, oh my gosh, there's Caitlin. She's added another one. Oh, stop. Put your blinders on. It's not your journey. I mean, it's not Caitlin's journey you're on. It's yours. Maybe Caitlin's messaging a ton of people, and maybe you've just messaged 5. You don't know what she's doing. Maybe she hadn't, but maybe she has. I bet you she has. Just go after more no's. It's okay. Keep going. Do not get discouraged. Your journey's not as fast as others. My power partner went emerald in 8 months. It took me 13. Do you think I got discouraged and was like, oh, poor pitiful me? No, that's only hurting yourself, and you're putting negativity that you can't do it. Block that out. There's so much room at the top, and you've got to make yourself train yourself mentally, because whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. And you've got to start seeing yourself as a jewel, as a diamond today, because how you act and how you see yourself is going to affect the way you share this business with other people. Don't forget that convention registration is tomorrow. We are doing that promotion for January. Add 3 new ambassadors with a welcome pack, 3 new customers with 50 PV, and have at least 500 in PV, and you win that Garmin thing. March the 2nd is an opportunity of a lifetime tour. I don't know what day it is ours, but they'll be coming around. And then what we need to do is, even though we hear all of this, in the next 24 hours, you need to apply this. Don't just get on these trainings and hear it and like, yeah, I'm going to do well, I'm going to mean well, and then you go to bed and you don't do it tomorrow. You'll go to bed and you're not going to message a person, you're not going to do one thing, and then you're going to be like, oh, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Or maybe I'll do it next day. And then all of a sudden, you've made it to next Friday and you haven't messaged or talked to 2 people. Quit that. You've got to get this in place. Why? You're wasting your time. If you're getting on here with me, there's been like 42 people on here at one point. You are wasting your time. You could be sleeping right now if you're not going to apply anything you've just heard. Okay? You know it, because I did it. I'm talking to myself. I've been there. I know. Action steps. Remind yourself of your why. Why are you doing it? Your deep why. Why do you want this financial freedom? Why do you need this? Who can you help? It's probably a lot bigger than you, and it's a kingdom thing about the Lord and things you need to do. But right now, you might just see your immediate needs. But I'm telling you, God will bless you through this if you do this the right way. If you tithe 10% of what He gives you, and if you give to others back, and if you do right by this, and you help people, and you love people, He will start to bless you and your family. I'm telling you, I've seen it time and time again through these people on our team. This is bigger than you. And it's not about you. It's about the people you're supposed to help. And they're waiting on you to help them because you've got friends and family that are struggling health-wise and financially, and you don't even know it because they have too much pride to tell it, but you have the answer for them. It's right here. And I know it because I've seen it over and over and over again in the last 21 months. So you decide that why, and you stick with it, and you let it power you, and you let it make you do that daily work every day, and you don't go to bed till it's done. And you may not see rewards from it this week or next week or maybe even next month. You keep doing it, and it will reap the benefits. Revisit your SMART goals. Remember, specific, attainable, all of those things. You got to be measurable. All those things that we talked about, your SMART goals. Work on your Frank's list. Have those people down. Write them down. Do that monthly calendar. Mark them off. Don't just do that calendar and don't message those people. You do that calendar and you message them. If you did that calendar, but you hadn't messaged anybody all week, you go back and catch them names up now. You quit that mess. You got on that call and you made that calendar. Then you message those people because you committed to it and you hold yourself accountable. All right. Practice your elevator speech. Get what you're going to say for 30 minutes. Have it down and use the same one over and over again because it's you. It's your story. Learn about the incentives. You can do it. Learn about the incentives and win them. Go for little goals. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Emerald seems a long haul right now. Okay, just get to silver. How do I do that? Get 3 people. Get to gold. How do I do that? Get all my 3 people to get their 3 people and help them get theirs. The power of 3. Quit trying to get to emerald before you can even get to gold. Quit trying to get to ruby before you can even get to senior gold. Get where you need to be. All right. Tomorrow, contact 10 new people and share the 60-day trim up with them. And the day after that, do it again. And the day after that, do it again. And the day after that, do it again. It's easy. It's attainable, and you can do it. You know what to do. You're on these trainings. It's not hard. This business is not hard. If you're like, oh, they just tell me the same thing over and over again. Yeah, so why aren't you doing it? Do it. You'll go to the top every time. Everybody over me did, and they're at the top. I mean like 7, 8, 10 people up. There are over 400,000 ambassadors in Plexus worldwide. 400,000. Everybody's not working the business. There was only 450 of us in Hawaii. There's tons of room. Only 2% of the population knows about Plexus. Are you really, really, really going to look back and say, well, dadgummit, I had that opportunity, but that old girl, she done got her Lexus and everything. No, you do it and you make it work for you and your family, and you change people's lives in between. It's time you get serious. It's the new year, and it's time. It's 9:15. We're going to get off of this. We're going to rest. We're going to go to bed. And let me tell you this too. Don't work 40 hours on this business. Don't take time away from your family and your husband. You need a meeting with the people that you love the most, and you need to do a vision board, a dream board of what you want. You need to sit down, even with your 3-year-old, and say, look, mommy's going to work this business really hard this year. What's something fun that you would like to see if we do well with it? It may be a tractor. Put that dang tractor on that vision board. It may be a doll. Put that doll on that vision board. That's important to her. I took Lexi after school, and Josh and I would go 2.5 hours. We would drive 2.5 hours back. She would do her homework in the car, and then I would do a training call as I was pulling in the driveway at night. I sacrificed time and a little bit of effort, but look what the rewards have been for my family. I'm not saying it's going to be a breeze. I'm not saying you're not going to have to sacrifice a little bit of time and effort, but you don't have to do 40 hours a week, and you don't have to run yourself ragged. Just set yourself a time and do the work, then shut that phone, mark it off your book, and you're done for the day. You can do this in an hour, but be committed to do your power hour every day. If you do your power hour every day for this entire year, your whole life financially will be changed. I'm telling you that right now because I experienced it, because I quit the excuses. I quit letting what everybody else did bother me, and I did the work. And you know what? This year I've got to do the same thing because I got to double it again to get me to diamond. So I'm in the same boat you are because I want to be a diamond. I don't want to stop it now. I want to finish this thing. I'm not a quitter. And once I commit, I'm going all the way. It may take me a while, and I may miss a few goals, but I'm going for it. And I know it's possible because if I'm not doing it, somebody behind me is doing it. And I'll tell you this, I'll end with this. The girl that came in and spoke today, she started right after Plexus kind of got started. There were no trainings, anything, right along with the people. She's from Illinois. She was like one of her new ambassadors, the third person she signed up, moved to Gulf Shores, Alabama. And he told her, he said, I'm going to quit Plexus. Nobody wants it. Nobody's interested in it. They don't want to. And she said, here I am 3.5 years later doing a thing, and it's one of the 26 cities. And I keep thinking that man said, nobody's interested in Alabama. Nobody's interested. So let me tell you, they're interested, and you're going to miss out on your opportunity. And it's not who you know, it's who they know, and who they know, and who they know. Some of my strongest legs are not even people I signed up. It's people under them. I didn't even have a relationship. Didn't know them from Adam, but you know what I did? I prayed for them. I prayed for God to bring me people that needed the business and the products, and He brought them, and He continues to bring them. So you be bold, and you do this the right way. You don't get up and work your business. You get up and spend time with the Lord. You set your time aside for your business, and you work it every day during that time. And you don't go to bed till you do. You find belief, and you find belief in yourself. If you're scared, get over yourself. It's not about you. You start speaking positive affirmations to yourself. You are good enough. You can do this. And it's not about you. It's about who you're supposed to help. So let me end with this in prayer and just say, this training, it fired me up. It was a blessing. Not because I hadn't heard it. I've heard it for 21 months. But every time I'm around like-minded people, I need to be reminded. I need to be reminded I can be a diamond. I am good enough because God's going to help me through it. And it's important to people, and it's helping others. So let's pray real quick. Lord, I thank you for today, God. I thank you for our safety. I thank you for a great training that we had today, Lord. I know this is nothing new to several people, God, but you've sent us this, and you keep showing us a great way to provide for our family, but it's even bigger than that, Lord. It's about you and the things that you want us to do and how we can help other people. Lord, I ask that you bless each person that's taking time out of their night tonight, Lord. They're taking time away from their family when they could be sleeping, when they could be doing other things, God. And I just thank you for letting them have this vision to do more for others, to learn and to grow and to better help their family, Lord. Lord, we know it's not about us, really and truly. It's not. Lord, just show us what you would have us to do. And God, I just ask you for you to bless every person on this call in their business. When they're starting, as they're growing, Lord, help them to keep blinders on and their mind positive, Lord. That it's okay that we don't gain a new ambassador every day. It's okay that we don't get a new customer every day. Just to do the work, because when we work hard, things will come And we know in your timing that it will happen for us as long as we're doing what it takes. Lord, I thank you. And I ask you to send us the people as always that need the products of the business or both. And we thank you for everything you've done. Lord, help us to walk in your way, in your truth, Lord, and send us people that we can minister to you, Lord, about you to them, Lord, and let us show Jesus in everything that we do. At the end of the day, we do want to share places that help us to share Jesus. We love you. Help us to protect us as we go to church tomorrow, as we worship, and help us to be a shining light for someone else this week. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys, believe in yourself. Find your why, get your act together, and do the work. I am going to start on the Power Hour page. I'm going to start doing, and I'm going to post a graphic, and it's going to say the date, and I'm going to say who did their Power Hour today, and we're going to hold people accountable. And I'm going to go through there every day, and I'm going to see that you did your Power Hour, and I'm going to like it. And I'm going to be real honest. If you're doing your Power Hour every day, I'm going to pour more into you. I'm going to reach out to you and message you and work with you and be proud to do three-way calls with you and stuff because I know you're going for it. So as always, I will match your efforts. So let me help hold you accountable and let's do this because I'm telling you what, it's happening. It's happening for a lot of people around this world and we are in it at the right time. It's the perfect storm and I don't want you to miss your opportunity. Because I'm going to the top. Are you going to go with me is the question. I'll see you guys later. Good night.